Hey y'all, it's Natasha. Thanks for coming back to my channel. I know my sisters usually are the ones who take over my channel, but they recently had their own channels, so I'll be taking over this channel. And today I'm just going to be doing a very, very simple makeup look. So yeah, let's get into it. Now, the first thing I do when I do a makeup look is primer. I don't know if you guys use primer, but I use primer because it makes my face less oily. It makes my face more fresh, more clean and fresh. But I use this e.l.f. primer. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I use this e.l.f. primer, and I'm just gonna, well, I have another one somewhere. I'm just gonna put some on my hand and apply it to my face. Now my face is very dry. It's extremely dry. So, yeah. So the second thing I do is foundation, and the foundation I use is this Almay. I'm just gonna put some on my hand. I use it in the warm caramel. I love this foundation. It is super light. I just use a simple e.l.f. brush. As you can tell, it is very caked in foundation. I need to clean my brushes, to be honest, but I don't really clean them, to be honest, because I'm way too lazy to clean my brushes. Way too.
Whenever you're ready to come home, Dad had to drop you off because Mom and Dad just went out and bought a bed, and they have to take the truck to Virginia.
Alright. So I just take a very simple beauty blender. I don't really wet them because I'm just blending it in. I'm not really doing anything else.
When do you want to come home? Did you just go through the window?
Just blending it in really good. I don't know why I love this foundation so much, but like I bought like 5 bottles. I probably should have put on a headband, but I didn't. I bought like 5 bottles at one time because I didn't want to have to go back and buy more. It's honestly very cheap. It's only like 10 bucks, I think. It's only like 10 bucks. Sorry if you hear my sister. She is on the phone with my other sister. She's at a friend's house. Alright, so my foundation is done. I'm going to go in with my concealer. I use a very light concealer because it's also e.l.f. I use a lot of e.l.f. products. I'm almost out, to be honest. Almost out. I have to get some more. I'm not sure if I want to do lashes today. Usually I do lashes, but I'm thinking about just doing concealer. I mean, just doing... That's girl.
I just made a new Instagram, so if you see it, go follow me back. I'm following you. I need you to follow me.
I'm not the best at makeup. I mean, I do practice makeup quite often. I don't really do like a lot of dramatic looks. I do very simple, natural looks because I don't really like dramatic looks. I don't really like dramatic looks. But I am now done with the... I don't know why I look so pale in the camera. I don't really look pale where I'm at. But, next thing I do is I just do powder. And the reason I do powder next is because I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work on my eyeshadow. Watch me beg, watch me beg, watch me beg for you. Watch me beg. Sorry, I had a song from one of my favorite YouTubers stuck in my head. Alright, so the next thing I do is I usually use a crease brush. I like to use crease brushes a lot. And my favorite crease brush is the Morphe. I don't know if y'all can see that, but the Morphe brush. Or this brush right here. This brush is very cheap. It only cost me $1, but it works very well. I don't know if y'all can see what it says on it, but it works very well. And another brush I like to use is just a simple e.l.f. brush. I use those 3 brushes the most. But today I'm going to be going in with this dollar brush. And I think I'm going to either use this palette.
Tosh, this is how attractive I am. Oh crap.
This palette.
Sorry.
Or this palette. So I'm thinking I'm actually going to use the Nudes in New York, Maybelline New York palette, because I really like the colors that it has in it. It's very nude-like. So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to use Globetrotter. Right there, Globetrotter. Or I might use Fighter. Right there's Fighter. Or Fighter. Let me scoop my mirror up closer to me. Well, I don't have a light-up mirror. Well, I do have a light-up mirror, but I don't like my light-up mirror, so I just use just regular mirror. Let me go ahead and get Globetrotter on my brush. Just apply to my eyelids. Oh, I really like this Globetrotter look. It makes my eyes pop. I don't really do my brows, to be honest, because I don't really like the way my brows look when I do them. But I don't really do my brows a lot. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that's the eyeshadow look. It's a very brown color. I really like it. Alright, so now I'm just going to take off my powder. Take off my powder. Alright, now I'm going to go in with another e.l.f. brush. Another e.l.f. brush. I really like this brush. It's very fluffy and extremely soft. And I use this brush for bronzer, which I do contour my face with. I love this bronzer. It is very soft and it smells absolutely delicious. It's honestly like the same color as my face, so I have to use quite a bit to just even get it to show up. But I do love it. As you can tell, my face to get a little bit darker. Okay, so next is I'm just going to use blush. I use 2 different blushes most of the time. And the first blush I use is this blush. And then I use a very cheap blush. Just this blush right here. The first blush I'm going to use is the ColourMates one. Let me find my blush brush. Well, shit. Alright, so I just use the blush brush. I don't know where I got these brushes from, but I'm pretty sure they only cost me like $5. Something like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and add blush. Okay, that's enough blush for that side. And I'm going to go in with this blush right here. I love the smell of this blush. It has a very good smell to it. I don't know how glittery it is. It's really good. Okay. So to be honest, I'm almost done with this look. It doesn't really take me a long time to do this. But I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with setting spray. To just let that sit. I actually am going to do my brows today, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go in with this Vow Brow. It's also from e.l.f. I use a lot of e.l.f. products, as you can probably tell. Let's go ahead and apply this to my brows. Alright, as you can tell, my brows are a freaking mess. I also go in with another e.l.f. brow brush. It's just, you know, I use this part for concealer, and I use this part just to brush my brows. And I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna brush my brows. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do eyelashes today. It takes me a long time to get them perfect. So that's my brows after they're brushed and after I've done them. They kind of look the same. I'm not gonna use concealer just to like clean it up because I don't really need to be honest. But the next thing I do is highlight. See if I can find my highlight. Wow. Okay. I use a very cheap highlight, and the only reason why I use a cheap highlight is because I don't really like other highlights. My very expensive highlights costed a lot of money and really didn't do much, so I was like, I'm just going to use a cheap highlight. And then I'm going with just this very simple mascara. I'm going to go ahead and do this highlight. Alright, highlight is all done. Next thing is just mascara. I usually use 2 different mascaras, but I'm only going to use one today. I'm a very simple person, so I don't like to do a lot of makeup looks that will make that makes me look extra. I'm very, very simple. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a lipstick. I'm not sure if I want to use this lipstick or if I want to use this lipstick. So the first thing I do is I usually go in with chapstick, but I'm going to go in with just a clear gloss today. Just the Wet n Wild clear gloss. Alright, so okay, so that's just the clear gloss, and I'm thinking I'm going to go in with another e.l.f. lipstick. And I love this lipstick. It is very good. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that onto my lips. It's a very light pink, so it's going to kind of look like my regular lips. And that is after I put on that. And then I'm going to just take this LA Colors and very lightly and then love the lipstick. And then I'm once again going to go in with setting spray and just, and that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know anytime I post. I know I do not have a lot of subscribers, but I'm hoping I will get there. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.